Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of LC Stack series. So, guys, in today's example, we will embed a Lightning Web component into a Aura component, and we will send the data of Lightning Web component to the Aura component. So, we'll be having a event on Lightning Web component. We'll be creating a custom event basically, and on the click of that custom event, on the click of a link, we'll be passing the data from that Lightning Web component to a Aura component. And guys, the Lightning Web component will be nested in that Aura component. Okay, so let's start today's example. So guys, I have already built the component and the Aura and the Lightning one. So I will be just explaining the code here. Okay, so here it is. Let me just start with the Lightning Web component first. Okay, so guys, in Lightning Web component, I'm just displaying list of accounts. You must have seen this kind of example in my previous videos. Let me just show you a sample. Okay, let me just open my default org. Okay, now we will open the application. Okay, so guys, as you can see here, we are having list of records in this example, and I think we were having a few more examples to get the data. Let me just check it out. I think it should be in the Apex demo. Yeah, here it is. So you can just take any one of them from my previous video, or you can just directly copy and paste the code, the source code from my blog itself. So let's say if we took this one or this one, maybe because we are just getting the list of account in both of them. Okay. So the first part is easy part, in which we are just displaying a list of accounts. So in my web component HTML, I'm just checking if we are having the account data, and based on that data, we will be just displaying the account name in the Lightning Web component. Okay, and we are using anchor tag to handle the event, the on-click event, which will be on the click of the account name. Okay, now let's move to the JavaScript part. So guys, in JavaScript part also, we are just having few basic things here. We are just getting list of account from the get acc list method, which you have seen already in my previous examples. Let me show you the method first in the controller. So here's the get acc list, and in this method I'm just calling the name and phone from the account. Okay, let's close it. So we are getting data into get acc list, and we have wired accounts here. All right, then we are calling the handle select, which will be the anchor's click. So whenever someone will click on the anchor tag, it will call the handle select. Okay, and for testing purpose, I have just printed the value here. As you can see, there are few logs to check if event is working after dispatch and before dispatch, and I'm also printing the value for testing purpose here. Okay, on line number 9, I'm using event.prevent default to prevent the anchor tag default functionality, which is to redirect us to another page. Okay, so using the event.prevent default, we can just prevent the default functionality of a tag. All right, then from line number 10, I'm just creating a custom event. My event name is account select, and I'm passing the parameters using the detail attribute. So basically I'm passing the account ID, and I'm getting the account ID using the current target, which will be the anchor tag, the current target dataset, which will be accounts, and I'm getting the account ID from the dataset, from the selected record basically. And at the line number 14, I'm just dispatching the event. My event was select event, so I'm just dispatching the event. Okay, so guys, this was the easy part of it. Now let me move to the Aura component now. So guys, this is the Aura component. This is the basic example of an Aura component. So in this Aura component, I'm just having the account ID here on line number 2, and on line number 3, I'm having a value of selected account, because based on the selected account value, I have created a table here from line number 8 to 17. You can see a table here, and based on the selected account, guys, I'm just printing the account name and account phone number. So that's why we have created selected account attribute here. Okay, and line number 4, I'm having a simple div tag, which is changing the color of background to white, and it's having padding of 10 pixels from all the sides. And after that, guys, I am using the record data tag here. So guys, if you don't know about the record data, so basically using the record data you can get detail of a particular record by passing the record ID. You can do the same thing by calling the apex from this Aura component, and you have to pass the ID to your apex controller and you will be getting the data from your apex controller. Okay, the same thing can be done using the record data also. So I'm using the record data just to save time and increase productivity here. Okay, so using the record data guys, you just have to pass the record ID here and you can pass the fields also. So these will be the fields which you will be getting from the database itself, and you have to pass the target field also guys, the target field in which you want to store the result of this record data. This is the same functionality guys like we used to do using the apex controller. Like in the apex controller we used to return the result and we will be fetching the result into the account attribute. So this is the same functionality but without code, without the apex here. Okay, so here's the record data. So this is in Aura component and this is the table. This is also in Aura component. But guys, if you remember, we do not have any ID in the Aura component right now because we are having list of record in the Lightning Web component and we will be getting the ID from the Lightning Web component to this Aura component. Okay, and underneath that guys, I am just calling my Lightning Web component in this Aura component. So we will be simply using the component tag to get the component. Okay, so this is the part of the web component guys. So here we are just fetching the web component into this Lightning Aura component. Okay, and we are calling the same function which we have created into the Lightning Web component. Let me show it to you. So the function name was account select, and to call the function you have to use on before that. So that's why we are using on account select. Let me show you the function name here. Here it is. So the custom event name was account select. So that's why we are using on account select. Okay. So on the click of the account select, we are calling a handle function into the Aura part now. Okay. So whenever the account will be selected, it will call the handler here, and the handler will be calling this function from the Aura component JavaScript part. Okay. So we are having a function here, handle account select. All right. So guys, we are having a variable. In this variable, we are just getting the result of the account first. Okay. So we are having the selected account in this service first, and we are setting the account ID using the event.get parameter account ID. So guys, using the event.get param account ID, we are getting the account ID from the Lightning Web component to this Aura component. If you remember in Lightning Web component, we were having account ID, the account ID parameter, and using this event.get param, we are getting the account ID from the Lightning Web component to this Aura component. Okay, and using this service.reload record, we are just refreshing the record. That's it. So this was the part of this Aura component guys, and this is my, as you can see, this is my Aura component in this Aura tab, and my Lightning component is in the Lightning tab. Okay, so this was the code guys. Let me show you the output now. So this is my default org, and I have created a separate tab for this examples. The tab name is LWC in Aura because we are having Lightning Web component into an Aura component. Okay, let's open this LWC in Aura. So guys, in this screen, as you can see, we are having list of accounts. So this list of account is basically Lightning Web component which is embedded into an Aura component. Okay, so this part, as you can see here, this part is coming from the Lightning Web component, and above that you can see account name and account phone. So this is basically, I think this is our table. Let me just check it again. Yes, this is our table. So this is the table in which we are just having account name and account phone. We are not having any selected account yet. That's why the values are empty. Okay. Now guys, on the click of this anchor tag, so what it will do, it will just call our custom event. Okay. And our custom event will trigger the component into the Aura component, and the Aura component's handle function will be having the account ID using our custom event. Okay, let me show you the example now. Okay, let me click on the Salesforce Bolt account name first. So as you can see, we are having the name and the phone number from the Lightning Web component to this Aura component. Okay, because guys, we are having the list of account in the Lightning Web component, and on the click of that account name, we are just getting the data into the Aura component. And in the Aura component, guys, using the record data, we are just displaying the account name and phone number. Let's select some other account also. So the sample account and rent elements is not having the phone number. Let me just select this edge communication. Okay, we are having the record. So guys, on the click of this anchor tag, it's also refreshing the data every time because we have used the reload record here. So it will reload the record whenever we will click on a event. Okay. So guys, this was a basic example of how you can have your Lightning Web component in an Aura component and how you can pass data between them. Okay. And guys, I will be having the source code into my blog also. So if you need, you can just have the source code directly from my blog and modify it as per your requirement. And that's it for today, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.